welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. Making some progress here. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Tampa Bay bringing the offense. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Offense once. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
This is Irving on second. That one gains 7. And the Bucs have the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Out left and Otten makes the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Irving now. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And all that pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd. On the quick, right?
From the gun, Stroud. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throw by Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. Now Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This is Gibbs on second down. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Lions break the tie here in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bucks to the line. First and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Play fake. It's Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So that brings them to third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
To the air on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't
He
forget.
lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Baker out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Has the connection to right. And he'll be blocked down here at the 23-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Irvin here from the gun. Still going inside the 35. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead.
Feed the beast. Second time now we've called a touchdown for him. And now he's over 100 yards. No need to go anywhere else with the football, but put it in that guy's hands.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Mostert on the return. Showing a little burst so far. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This, our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Here's the give to Irving. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Looking quickly here. First down throw here. Mayfield finds him over the middle. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. DJ Reed brings him down that time. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On the give, this is Irving. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Here's one taken in by Otten. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And motion the tight end left. Irving on the counter. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Once again, Irving. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Irving on the inside give. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Mostert on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. On him quick, and they bring it down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Lions first down.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
To the air, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
On the move, headed right. Wow, wide open here, complete. Escapes the defender. We will get this inside the 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 43 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Going to the ground again on first. Solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Taken in by Williams outright. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
42. Buccaneers 21.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Mostert on the return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the third. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Stroud now. It's taken in by Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They give to Irving, left side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Handoff headed right, Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. Looking up.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Mostert on the return. And the dive ends an uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. He's got room to roam. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Has it down close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter-action.
It's complete. This is Angluka. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucks have the first. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Got a man, this is Evans. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, it's a give to White. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Running on second with White. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down throw by Stroud. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Sending the tight end in motion left. White running again on 2nd. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. So call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They gain 11 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. White trying this straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Baker. Into traffic, complete. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
There's a toss to White. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here's Baker. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When we see zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down run from White. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, they're going to White again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
There's a dive up the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Now a pitch to White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game.
Buccaneers 42. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Mostert on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Over. 18.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Stroud. Got Williams, and it's complete. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length, it may not be a...
And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
63. Buccaneers 42. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground. Here's White. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Fits it through the middle. Picked up a good chunk, but they stop him shy of the 1st. It's 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buccaneers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Buccaneers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. It's White on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's White again. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, this is White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Baker now from the gun. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. On the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Catch me in left side by Abuka. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Lions 63, Buccaneers 50. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Oh, eh? 18. That's it.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Oh, eh? 18. That's it.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he will have the Lions 1st down. They can start to celebrate now. This one's over.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Able to find Wright. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
17 yards. That's another deep.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Wright reels it in. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.